What have you been called to do in this world? What is that? What is that channel? What is that vehicle that you show up in your business to provide a solution or to solve a problem or to help a certain group of individuals? What is that? I'm curious to know. Let this conversation be a dialogue, not just me talking, but let it be interactive, let it be engaging. Share your thoughts, raise your hand, give your opinions. I want it to be a dialogue. So, woman, are you wired for struggle? Brene Brown came out a few years ago and she wrote a book, and she said her famous quote is, "You're imperfect and you're wired for struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging." So think about that for a minute. You're imperfect and you're wired for struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging. So I want this to really sink in. Let this be the foundation for this talk today, that we're all imperfect, and it's okay that we're wired for struggle, but we're also worthy of love and belonging. And, you know, being worthy of love and belonging, that's mostly what us human beings want. We want to feel loved. We want to feel a sense of belonging. We want to be a part of a group. We want to be part of a community. We want to be part of a family, a group of individuals, a cause. We want to feel like we belong. Lisa says, graphic design business owner from Toronto. Yes, Lisa, I know you. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for joining me. So at the core of it is that we want to feel worthy of love, and we want to belong. Okay? But the truth of the matter is that we were created to being wired for struggle. And sometimes when we hear that wired for struggle, sometimes it can come across as negative. But if you realize, if you are wired for struggle, that means that you have the ability to overcome. If you're innately wired for struggle, and there's different struggles, right? Different types of struggles. People struggle with different things. But if you are innately, as a human being, as a woman, inherently wired for struggle, that means you are so wired to overcome. You also have the ability to overcome. Do you follow what I'm saying? Leslie, graphic designer. Hi, Leslie. Thank you for joining me. You have the ability to overcome. And I'm going to share some ways that you can overcome struggles, some struggles that you can overcome, and the way that you can do that. But I want to share if some of these ways that you may be feeling like you're struggling, and does this resonate with you? One is you feel that everything has to be hard. Do you feel that way? Then if something comes your way easy, it's suspect. Like it's like too good to be true. It's too easy. Why did it come to me so easy? I'm supposed to struggle for this thing. I'm supposed to struggle to make money. I'm supposed to struggle to have a respectful, honorable relationship with a man. You suspect when things come easy to you because you're wired for struggle. Number two, you're always attracted to free, hello Kimberly, to free and cheap things because you feel that you are not worthy of things that have value. Do you feel that way? Are you always raising your hands for the free stuff, but you don't want to invest in yourself and pay for things? Are you attracted to the cheap things because you don't feel like you're worthy of something of value? Does that resonate with you? Do you feel that way? What about always seeing the negative in everything and in people. Oh, there's no good person in the world. There's no good man. Do you feel that way? Leslie says, yes, first thought, too easy, too good to be true, right? Yeah, we tend to think that way. If it came easy, it must be too good to be true. Well, I'm here to tell you, you are worthy and you don't have to struggle, because you are worthy of anything that you put your heart desire, you put your heart into. It is yours. You don't have to struggle for it. Not everything is going to come easy, because this is the way our life is. You know, some things we're going to have to work a little bit harder to put any effort into it, but it doesn't always have to be hard. And it's not that it's too good to be true. It is true. If it is so, let it be so. And it's about changing our beliefs. It's about changing our mindset. It's about changing our normal state of being and how we view the world and how we see things. And this all stems from our upbringing, from our early childhood programming, from our own experiences. But it doesn't have to be that way. You have a choice. You can choose differently. Number 5 is, are you always attracting men who take you for granted, or losers, or lowlifes, as some women call, men that don't treat you with respect? That you always seem like no matter what, no matter the relationship that you get into, is always some guy just making your life a living hell. Is it that that's what you believe internally, that you're not worthy of someone who will treat you with respect and love and value you for who you are? Is that it? So I'm asking all of these questions because I want you to ponder these questions. Ponder them. Does any of them resonate with you? And there's no shame here. There's no shame in if any of these things resonate with you. This is not to point fingers, because we all struggle and we all have resonated with some of these things at some point. But the key is awareness. Awareness. When we are settling for less than what we deserve as women, when we are settling for someone that is abusive, who disrespects us, who doesn't treat us with honor, it is to bring that awareness, right? Or are you someone that sees others people's pain as victimhood? When someone cries out in pain, oh, they're just being a victim. I mean, there are people out there that are victims, have a victim mentality. That's real. But there are also people that are genuinely hurting. Do you always see that as victimhood? Oh, they're just being victims? Is it that because you are wired for struggle, that you see everything through that lens of struggle, of hard? It has to be hard. It has to be painful. The person has to be a victim. And what about not leading with heart and courage? Are you someone that takes a backseat, not lead with heart and courage, not speak up when you're supposed to, not raise your hand? I know you probably heard me say this, about raising hands. My last video and all the videos before about raising your hand. It can never get old for me, to be honest. About raising your hand, speaking up, speaking from your heart, being courageous, no matter what, about who don't agree with what you have to say, but speaking from that heart and soul, and being courageous and for standing up for what's right. Is that you? Does any of these things resonate with all the ladies watching right now? Does any of these resonate with you? Or if you struggle, if you feel that you've struggled with something that seems that you can't overcome, share that in the comments below. I'll be curious to know. And there's no shame here. There's nothing that you can post that would be shameful. Let's be real. Because when we are able to open up and have a real discussion and be honest and open, is when healing comes. Being vulnerable is when healing can take place. So, are you wired for struggle? And there's no shame in being wired for struggle, because, like I said, we're all wired for struggle innately. But we're also wired to overcome. And that is the good news that I have to share with you today. You are also wired to overcome. You have the ability, you have the capacity to overcome any challenges that you may be experiencing in your life, or any challenges that you may have experienced for a long time. And you have the ability, but you first need to make that commitment. You first need to come to that place and says, you know what? I'm ready for change. I'm ready for change. So here are four ways that you can overcome struggle and adversity. First is tapping into your greatness. We all have it. We all have it. There's greatness inside all of us. So that's the first thing. Tap into your greatness. It's inside all of us. Each and every one of us. Tap into your greatness and start using that as your fuel to propel you every day. Start using that as your fuel, that when it's discouraging, when you wake up and you're running your business and you are dealing with the current issues of the world like we are right now, remember that there's greatness inside of you. And number 2 is resilience. Resilience is the ability to keep your focus deliberately on your goals, and more specifically on your why. Why are you in business? Why did you become an entrepreneur? It's not just about the money, is it? It can't just be about the money. There has to be a bigger why, that you decided, or you felt called to be an entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur at that. To run your own business, to provide a solution in the market, to facilitate transformation. What is your why? Because that will keep you grounded. When you are faced with adversity and you're faced with challenges and you are struggling with something in your life, it is that resilience. It is that ability to keep focus on your goals and the why, your why. So the ladies watching here, whether this is live on the replay, share with me, what is your why? What is your big why for entrepreneurship? Why do you feel that you're to be a leader? You are called to be an entrepreneur. Why? You must have a why. It can't just be the money, because entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart. So it can't be about the money. So what is your why? Number 3, it's all about remembering to set the power of intention. Every single day, you have to set your power of intention, because we get what we expect. So when you expect negativity, you receive negativity. When you expect things to go wrong, things will go wrong. I mean, outside of things going wrong, things will go wrong when you set your expectation for things to go wrong. When you believe that all men are dogs, guess what? That's who you will encounter. That's who you will attract into your life. When you believe that all things must be hard, nothing is easy, guess what? That's what you will receive. That's what you will get, because it's the intention that you are setting. Not to say that when you set the intention for certain things that life not get in the way, problems happen. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to be proactive in your intentions for your life and for your business. And number 4 is remember that many things that you experience, the struggles, the hardships, the disappointments, the discouragement, are here to help you grow and evolve. It's here to help you grow. The struggles that you may be experiencing, you have the ability to overcome. You have the ability to shift your beliefs around them, and you have the ability to make a difference. Does this resonate with you, ladies watching? Does this resonate with you? And what are you going to do to shift your beliefs around what you're struggling with? What are you going to do? What are the actions that you're going to take to make a difference in your life, in your business, and in the world that we're in? Because we're here to make a difference. We're here to have an impact. Especially when you're called to be an entrepreneur, when you're called to be a business owner. You have a calling, a great calling on your life. And it can't be about the money. It cannot. The money is the end result. The money is the results of your labor. The money is the result of the value that you're putting into the world, into the marketplace. But it can't be focused on the money. The money will allow you to have greater impact. The money will allow you to have, to live the life that you desire and that you deserve. And that's all good. I'm all for that. But at the same time, it has to be about something greater. It has to be about your calling. It has to be about your purpose. It has to be about why you are here, the impact that you are here to make. So what's the impact that you are here to make? Who do you believe that is? What do you know that to be so? What problem are you solving? Are you being a leader that you're called to be? And a leader leads with heart and courage and soul. A leader doesn't run home and hide when things get rough. A leader doesn't bury her head in the sand and hope all of the stuff that's happening around us will blow over. A leader doesn't get to have it all nice and comfortable all the time. Because that's what leaders do. Leaders lead when it's uncomfortable and when it's comfortable. But you mostly see a person, your true characteristics of a leader, when it's uncomfortable. To me, that's when somebody really stands out in my mind. Someone who speaks up. Someone who goes against the grain or goes against what everyone else is saying within her community, when she stands up for what is right or when she stands up for what she believes in. Are you that leader? You may be wired for struggle, but you are also wired to overcome. Overcome all the adversity, all the obstacles, all the challenges. But it's just not going to happen just like that. You have to set the intention to overcome. So, what are you going to do differently? Let me hear from the ladies watching now. Cheryl Fields, thank you for joining me. There's Shay. I know there's Lisa and Leslie on here, and there's others of you watching this, or whether you're watching this on the replay or watching me live. What are you going to do differently to overcome the challenges that you face in your life and in your business, and to also overcome the challenges that we face collectively as humanity, as women? Kimberly says the struggle ethic is connected to messages we have internalized from systems and people in society that undervalue us. Yes. True. Very true. But we also have the ability to overcome. we also have the ability to say, hey, that may have been the belief for my, for my people, for my generation, but I am choosing a different path. I am choosing a different belief. Leslie says, step out of my comfort zone personally and professionally. Yes. So what are you going to do, Leslie, to step out of your comfort zone? What are some of the things that you're going to do? We have a choice. I know sometimes because, when it comes to race and so, it's that collective view of certain race, black. I mean, we've seen that. I've talked about that. I was talking about that earlier in my video. Yes, we can choose a different belief system. Exactly, Kimberly. Lisa says, recognize things about myself that needs to change that are holding me back. Yes, that's where it starts. The awareness. It starts with the awareness. What's holding me back? What's holding you back as a woman entrepreneur? Because as a woman, we face many challenges. Just the fact that we are women already. As a woman entrepreneur, then there's another layer of challenges. But despite of all of that, we still have the ability to choose differently, to choose our belief systems, to choose what's right for us, to set the intention. How are we going to navigate this life? How are we going to navigate this entrepreneurship? How are we going to navigate as a black woman, as a white woman, as an Indian woman, or whomever you may be? How are you going to navigate? How are you going to set things up for your children and your children's children? Because it starts with you. You don't get to go on the easy street. The change with you. We have to be the change that we want to see. So if we're going to overcome the struggle, even though that we're wired for struggle, we are innately wired to overcome the struggle. It may not happen overnight, but it first starts with awareness and it starts with intention. Am I going to continue to struggle in this way? Am I going to continue to struggle with poverty, or struggle with money, lack of money, or lack of resources, or lack of support? Am I going to remain here and let it be, well, que sera, sera. It'll be what it will be. That is a belief. And if that's your belief, I'm calling you, I'm inviting you to change that belief today. By shifting your mindset, by shifting your perspective. To know that you have the ability to make a different choice. Regardless of the color of your skin. Regardless if you're a woman or man. Regardless of where you are in the world. You have a choice. I'm not saying it's easy, but you have a choice to take that first step, to start. Anyone else here wants to share what they may be struggling with, or how they're going to overcome the challenges and the adversity that they may be facing, or the things that they may be struggling for generations? What are you going to do to make a change? Be the change that you want to see. It starts with you. Be the change that you want to see. We as women, we are powerful. We are powerful. We get to birth life. We get to create with the assistance of another, of a man, but it is in this body that we give life. We have the ability to create. We have the ability to create. We can do whatever we put our minds to. We can shift generational curses. We can shift generational attitudes. I'm not saying it's easy. It takes more than one to create unity and to create a collective consciousness shift. But we can do it. We can do it. You can do it. So what are you going to do differently moving forward? What is the change that you are going to stand behind, that you want to see in your life and in your business? You're called to be a leader. Are you leading with heart and soul and courage? Whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're brown, red, whatever. This is for you. This is for all of you women, no matter what race you're from. What are you going to do differently? Are you going to speak up when someone disrespects you? Are you going to speak up when you see injustice? Are you going to come from a place of love and support and honoring that we're all collectively one? Are you? These are all questions that I want it to be thought-provoking, but also at the heart. What are you going to do different? What are you going to do to be the change that you want to see? Because you have the ability to change. You have the ability to ignite the change that you want to see. When it comes to race, as it relates to the black race and the injustice for over 400 years that we've experienced, that's not going to change overnight. But we all have to do our part. Or the injustice that's done to children, or the elderly, or animals, or people of different races and of different groups. What are you going to do to make the change? We can get comfortable sitting behind our laptops and being in isolation, especially when we are entrepreneurs and we work for ourselves. But we can no longer do that. It's a call for you to take action. It's a call for you to take a stand. It's a call for you to shift your beliefs about yourself and who you are. Because this innate power, inherent power within you. So my call to you today is to take your power back. Take your power back as a woman. Take your power back as a woman entrepreneur and business owner. Take your power back as a leader. Take your power back as a mother, as an auntie, a grandma, whomever, a sister. Take your power back. We are called to lead. And not only lead when it's easy, and not only lead when it feels good. Because a true leader leads in spite of, whether it's easy or hard. And a true leader is really birthed when it's challenging, when it's difficult to take a stand, when it's difficult to speak out. You see true leaders. You're seeing true leaders now taking a stand. Is that you? Are you standing for your beliefs? Are you? So this is my call for you today. Take your power back, woman. Hi, Angela. Thank you for joining me. Take your power back. I also want to invite you to join me. If you know that you are struggling to take your power back, you are struggling to overcome the challenges as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a woman entrepreneur, and you need support, join me in my 4-month mastermind, the Dare to Be Iconic Mastermind, where you're going to be elevated in your leadership skills, how to lead when it's not popular, how to speak out when it's not popular, how to stand your ground for your core beliefs and what you believe to be true and what you believe to be right. In this mastermind, you will be encouraged and you will be supported to own your voice. Own your voice, because we all have a voice. And to use your voice for good. Are you using your voice for good? Or are you just using it just to pull down and tear down people? Are you using your voice for good? To elevate your brother, your sister, your clients? In this mastermind, you will be supported into owning your voice and taking a stand. Take back your power. In this mastermind, you will be supported to become the woman and the leader and the entrepreneur that you desire to be and that you deserve to be and that you are called to be. 4-month support in this mastermind. So that means that you will be supported with the other ladies in the mastermind as well as myself. And I'm also going to have experts coming in to share with you on leadership, on scaling your business with heart and soul, scaling your business so that it's not a struggle. Being able to accomplish and reach those financial goals, those money goals that you desire for your business and for your life. It doesn't have to be hard. So this is an invitation to you, to join me. It starts the 7th of July for 4 months. And when you pay in full, you also it comes with private mentorship. So it'll be group interaction, group support, expert training and support, as well as private support for paying fulls. And right now, because it's my birthday, the investment is 50% off. So that's my gift to you for my birthday. My birthday is June 24th. So this is my birthday month. I always like to give back, and this is my way of giving back. So if you're interested to learn more, just DM me to get the details. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. I am here to help you grow. I'm here to help you grow as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a woman, no matter the color. So, in final closing, go ahead and if you want to continue this conversation, I've also launched my channel, my YouTube channel. You subscribe to it there, Kharisma Aro. You will see lots of videos below this video. Subscribe, share this message, follow me on Instagram. A lot of women have raised their hands, say, how can I support you? Well, that's the way you can support me. You can support me by subscribing to my channel, by sharing my content, by, what else? Joining my Facebook group, working with me if you need that kind of support. That's ways that you can support me. So when we support one, we support the other. Let me support you as well. So I hope that this message has resonated with you and it calls you and stirred you to take action. Take action to take your power back. Because I can't take your power back for you. Your husband can't take your power back for you, or your sister, or your brother, or your mother, or whomever. You have to take your power back yourself. No one else can do it. It is up to you. So that is all. That is my message for today. And I hope that this message has resonated with you. Do share this message. And I look forward to connecting to you and with you on the rest of the month as I share this Take Back Your Power series. Let me know in the comments below if this has resonated with you, if you feel a stir to action to take your power back and be the change that you want to see. Take care and bye for now.